Minot's Rock Station 105.3 The Fox, and look at this, the return of two of my favorite guys, Aaron and Jared from Fully Loaded Wrestling. Boys, wow, people are still talking about the successful 2 days run you guys had here a couple weekends ago. Tell me your thoughts on how everything went down.
Yeah, it was beyond what we could even, fathom when we first started this just, a few months ago. The fans of Minot came out strong. There was, standing room only Saturday night for the main event. It was unbelievable for me.
We put on a heck of a show, and the crowd went wild, and they were awesome and loud and exactly what we wanted from them.
There's a lot that goes on, behind the scenes and things to keep it running smooth. Luckily, we have, some of the best, guys that help us out, and crew and the workers, the Sevens restaurant, the Vegas motel. Everybody just comes together to make this event happen, and it just really, warms our heart that we have so many people that want to help us and see us succeed.
So, Jared, you guys took a couple of weekends off, sort of kind of gather around the troops and figure out your next event, which is at the Grand Williston Hotel on the 20th and 21st of November.
It's the FLW Cup. It's 16 men, 4 teams, one trophy.
16?
Correct.
Oh, wow.
4 teams of 4. We got guys coming from Canada, Las Vegas, Minnesota, and then we have our own FLW team.
How did you guys meet this young man by the name of Chainsaw King?
We just discovered him a couple years back working for some other promotions, and just were wild with his talent and his professional nature, and we just had to have him in FLW, and then he's done it on his own after that. He's undefeated. He hasn't been stopped yet. Now he has the briefcase, so champion, has to, beware. Darren Corbin, he could come at any time.
Jared, you have to be excited about Chainsaw for the fact that, one, this guy stands out on his own and he attracts other future wrestling stars. So to bring a guy like this to our town and have him perform like that, you have to be thrilled.
I'm over the moon with the success of Chainsaw King. He's got his Chainsaw Nation, as he calls them, and he's the loudest response we get is when that chainsaw plays right before his music and they just start chanting his name. He has a weird charisma about him. He's just a big, strong individual with just tons of charisma that our fans have gravitated towards immediately.
All right, on the phone right now, unbelievably, Chainsaw King. And wait till you hear what this fella did. Just only a couple things like being thrown from the second balcony during the match, went through 2 tables, got up, and then put his rival down through a barbed wire table. Mr. King, how does one practice that kind of thing?
To be honest, one can't really practice any sort of physical requirement like that. Your body's never ready to be challenged in that way, but all you can really do is rely on those around you, and in Minot, that's exactly what I did. The fans were priceless that night. They were beyond anything I ever could have hoped for.
The crowd went nuts when that happened. What were your thoughts during this?
It really is an emotion that's absolutely indescribable. Metallica once had a track named The Unnamed Feeling, and that's almost exactly what I was going through at that time. I sustained some vertebrae shifting and a concussion after that long fall, but when laying in the tables, I heard a vague kind of off in the distance chant start for Chainsaw, but I didn't have my faculties. A few moments later, I heard a small boy run up to me, and he began just cheering me on all by himself. And with the chant in the background of Chainsaw and that little boy saying, "Chainsaw, you can get up, I know you can do it," that's when everything came back to life.
Let me ask you this. Now you can challenge the champion whenever you want.
I'm going to pick my spot. I'm going to pick my time wisely. I'm in no rush. Darren Corbin is a tremendous competitor, and he's a thinking man's wrestler. And I don't want to stick my head into a bear trap by challenging him just willy-nilly. I want to wait for my moment in the sun, and this is really the grandest opportunity I've ever been afforded, and I'm not going to let that walk away. So I'm in no rush. Minot has oddly enough become a second home to me, and that's the oddity of what I am. Everywhere else that I've gone has hated me in some way or another, at least disliked me strongly. And that's the strange marriage of Fully Loaded Wrestling and Chainsaw King. I will be back, and I will be coming, and I will be bringing the briefcase, and I will be making a statement. Whether that statement is becoming champion or biding my time, that's entirely up to the muse is in my head, but there will come a day when those fans will see me as champion, and that day will be a holiday for us all.
Hey, Chainsaw, thanks for giving us the time. We're so much looking forward to your return here in Minot in December and bringing your briefcase. You have yourself a great day, all right?
Thank you, you as well.
We don't know when or whom he will face. It's up to him. You said he has up to a year with this briefcase?
Yeah, Burma. The briefcase is good until our next Pick Your Spot title shot, which will be our annual event.
You know, and I'm thrilled that you guys came back because it was so successful 2 weeks ago, and I had such a blast when I was there at the Vegas Motel. And you're telling me now, November 20th, 21st, the Grand Williston Hotel. Just an easy road trip.
Going to be well worth come out. If you go ahead and contact the Grand Williston Hotel, they've got great room rates. Just let them know you're coming for FLW and they'll take care of you. They really get behind us, same as the Vegas does here. They'll have drink specials and food specials all after your famous wrestlers. I know last time I had the Ultimate Warrior burger and it was outstanding.
The FLW is becoming more and more popular, more and more powerful, and that's the credit of you two fellas for putting in the hard work of doing what you do as co-promoters of this. The pure love of it is seen through your eyes of the people that call in, like Chainsaw King and Darren Corbin and all the wrestlers we talked about before. They do it because they want to be part of a top-notch organization, and you guys have put all the work into this, and it's showing. Well done, you guys. Now listen, next time you come in, I want one of those Ultimate Warrior hamburgers.
Yeah, that was
But it's not served with a guy in like a loincloth or anything or maybe Jared in a loincloth.
Yeah, that's a special order, but he's willing to do it.
Thank you, fellas. Remember, November 20th, November 21st, I'm just copping the visual, that's all. The Grand Williston Hotel, Fully Loaded Wrestling. Then back here in Minot, we're all waiting for December 18th, 19th, Vegas Motel. I'm Bromo on Minot's Rock Station, 105.3 The Fox.